try that. All right. Welcome to the San Francisco Giants postgame show on the NorCal Sports Network. Logan Webb dealing it tonight. Doesn't give up a hit from the second through the sixth inning. Goes 7 complete innings. Innings eater. Logan Webb leading the league in innings pitched. Wow.
He did well. Even he didn't have he wasn't exactly perfect today. He was battling through some adversity, but he persevered. He did good.
Yeah, he only had really that first inning. That was it. That was the only problem he had. I mean,
after the first inning, he was lights out.
Second, there was no adversity after the first inning. Second inning through the sixth, he didn't give up a hit. That
was good.
Giants, as you may have heard earlier tonight, we ran a 5:45 impromptu little live stream for about 40 minutes. Mentioned that the Giants, I felt after thinking things over this morning and this afternoon, kind of reading some different things, what they were up to, really feel like this club is going to make the playoffs. The more I look at things now, I picked Arizona last night and left the Giants out. I'm going to replace that. And that was before tonight's game, okay? That was not like, okay, after I'm not going to wish you well. I just thought after looking things over, the Giants roster looks very promising going forward when we look at guys coming back. Kyle Harrison stays healthy. He could be one of the better deadline acquisitions for a ball club. And I believe he's going to jump right in to the starting rotation. I think it's a 4-man rotation. Maybe a fifth comes along. Trock says this is wishy-washy. Come on, Dan, pick a side. Hey, Trock.
You just did.
I just did today. I came out with a 40-minute show, and I explained why.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
During the game, I put out a tweet saying Logan Webb is ass, and he just liked that.
Who liked it?
Logan Webb.
Oh, he liked your tweet just now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Look at Bora. Getting some Logan Webb love.
Yep. It's not on my on that Borno's ball account, Dan.
Okay. Okay. All right. But,
he likes that. I think he likes that type of criticism.
All right. Trock says, okay, Dan, you are all in on Kapler and Farhan. No bad talking, okay?
No, you won't get me on that. I'll when warranted, I will give it to him. Tonight and last night, I thought Cap's been doing a good job. He hasn't over managed. He let guys hit. He didn't bring in pinch hitters early in the game and burn his bench up. When
he did better.
Left-handed, he let Diaz and Crawford each face lefties. He brought in Casey Schmidt for Diaz late in the game, which was I thought a great move because Schmidt's definitely the better infielder, and Casey Schmidt proved it in the 9th inning with a opening. The leadoff guy hit one in the 3-4 hole. Casey Schmidt went over to his left, reached out, speared it, spun, threw to first. Nice play. I think Diaz probably could have made that play, but it would have been questionable. because it might have just trickled off his glove. Schmidt is quicker.
He got a hit. Diaz got a hit.
You
How
got
about
one
that?
hit. Yep.
And an RBI with that. How about that?
Mhm.
Yeah, my ear goes when you. I don't know if you're too close to your mic or what, but man, that just
My mic's like 2 feet away from me.
okay. Maybe you're just screaming. Yeah, Diaz did get his first hit as a Giant, an RBI single after Brandon Crawford legs out a triple with that knee of his. Man, he dives into third. A good throw would have had him if it was online, but it was offline, and he got the hand in there. Dan, stop Americans. Yeah, but it's right in my ear.
Yeah, you gotta get the headphones.
I've got him here. That'd make it even louder. Actually, the headphones. Anyway, the Giants got a chance to take 3 out of 4, which would be great because that would put them 3 full games ahead. Are they 2 or that would put them 4 ahead of the Diamondbacks?
Yeah, I think they're already 3. Yeah.
Yeah, they are 3 right now. In fact, let me pull up the updated standings. Cubs are raking right now. Cubs run differentials out of sight right now. Man, are they bopping the ball?
I'm telling you, Cubs are on fire right now.
I think they win that division.
They're
I really
They
do.
might.
I do too.
I picked them
win the
last
division.
night. Picked them last night to win their division because
Yeah, Stroman's just got put on the IL. He's been struggling last couple starts, but if he can come off the IL and start,
he's got a hip situation. He's small like Lincecum.
He is.
Lincecum had hip issues.
Yep.
Interesting. All right, so the Giants are 2 up on Milwaukee. Who did Milwaukee lose today?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Marlins beat the Phillies.
Are you sharing this?
Oh gosh, I thought I was. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sitting here. Always forget I got to press a couple buttons there. All right, so there we go. Giants 60-49, 11 over 500. Phillies trail by what is that? 1.5. Let's see, 1 in the loss column, half there. 1.5 over the Phillies. They're up 2 over the Brew Crew and the Marlins, 3 over the Diamondbacks. So tomorrow is a big game.
It is.
And I don't know who's pitching yet. My guess is it's going to be Walker or Alexander to start.
When's the last time Stripling pitched?
Stripling pitched on Sunday, was it, or Saturday? When did he pitch? I'm drawing a blank. Or did he pitch Friday?
What's up, Val?
Can't remember. Let's take a look at the American League wild card as we look. Rays up 5, Houston, and then Toronto. I really didn't pay attention to much of the scores today. Let's take a look at the American League and National League scoreboard. Dodgers pounding the A's 10-1 in the 8th. Angels lose again. Pirates, Tigers in the Who Cares Bowl. Brewers lose to the Nationals. Yeah, that helps the Giants. Astros over the Guardians. Padres rout the Rockies. Mariners beat the Red Sox and the Phillies. That was a fall to the Marlins.
Came from behind.
Yeah, came from behind. Yankees on thin ice, but they beat the Rays. Blue Jays back in the win column, beat the O's. Cards, Twins, White Sox, Rangers back pounding the ball.
Yep.
Who pitched tonight? Let's see who pitched for the
Dunning pitched for the Rangers.
Dunning's good.
They've got 6 starters, 6 or 7.
Dunning took the place of when DeGrom went down, and he's done fantastic.
And then if they ever get Eovaldi back,
yep,
they're going to be tough with Montgomery and Scherzer.
That's going to be a fun. You talked about that the other day, Dan. It's going to be the showdown in the West with the Astros and the Rangers. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it will be. There we see the Cubbies pounding on the Reds. Ian Happ hits 2 homers, I believe. Mets Man, the Mets, what a sad situation, the New York Mets. They told Max Scherzer that they really couldn't commit to being all in next year. So
Mhm.
they went
Yeah, I
from
saw that.
101 wins in 22 to see, this is what happens a lot when you don't build your farm and you get high price free agents. And if they happen to not produce, you fall on hard times and you got to go into kind of a rebuild.
Here, real quick, did because I know they lost Diaz in the WBC, which was brutal. Did they lose a lot of close games to where they needed a closer, or was it pretty much just bad from the get go?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Didn't
I
follow.
just didn't think their team was that good. I mean,
Offensively, it was. Well, Alonso's.
Nemo's
I mean,
having, or no, not Nemo. McNeil, he's having a horrible
Yeah.
year. Starling Marte's not doing anything.
how many pitches did Harrison throw the other day? Dan, do you remember?
I don't know
Senior's
how
asking.
many he threw. He went 2 innings, struck out 4. Have no idea. Didn't get the pitch count. It was Arizona, league game. My guess is they're going to push him up to probably 60, 80 pitches, 60, 70 pitches this weekend.
So kind of where he was before he got hurt.
He was up to 80s.
Yeah, he was on 80, I think.
Yeah, they might. And then, I would think they'd have a pitch count on him for maybe 70 pitches, 75. Yeah. Somebody was asking in the chat the free agents for next year. It's not a great crop of guys for sure. It's Ohtani. I don't know who's
I think we could
out
pull it
there
up
that-
if you want.
Yeah, I was pulling it up. We'd have to get. I was trying to get a full list. That's not the right one I want to use.
Spot Track, I think is the name. It's a good
Spot
one.
Track. I'll have it. Let me
Mhm.
look there. Spot Track. Let me go back here. Spot Track. Yeah, I would say that. Well, before we get to that, let's go through the chat, see what we've got. Safi says he thinks it's a good one. Let's see. This could have been a phantom injury. What are we? I'm reading.
Talking about Harrison.
Okay. I had similar thoughts, Safi Senior, because they've been wanting to watch his pitch count all year, so he would be kind of a spark plug down the stretch, the final 2 months. And I also think there could be something to it of manipulating the collective bargaining agreement to the point where service time, if he has more than 60 days, if he's still a rookie in 24 and he's on the opening day roster in 24 and wins Rookie of the Year or Cy Young or any kind of type of awards, the Giants get rewarded an extra draft pick. This year, Seattle had the 29th pick because Julio Rodriguez started last year on the roster and became Rookie of the Year. So that's a huge thing. So especially to a guy like Farhan, I could see that happening in a way. Plus, it was more of watching his pitch count so that he didn't exhaust himself in the minors, and then he comes up and he's pretty much pitched too many innings. They're going to ask Harrison to possibly go 5 strong innings if they can get it out of him. And I think he gets a little benefit of the doubt with some of the calls that are on the border in the majors without that automatic strike zone.
Yeah, his walk rate is up, but that the AAA, that's a very hitter-friendly league because they have the
it's
automatic.
incredible
Yeah.
friendly league. I heard tonight this kid making his debut. I'm watching the Diamondbacks broadcast, and so I'm getting their announcers, and they were, showing this pitcher's opening day debut, and his family was in the stands, and they kept shooting. And then they were interviewing his mom and his dad, and they were, it was a love fest with the pitcher's family tonight. I mean, kind of like what the Giants do, but kind of fresh. It's kind of annoying having to watch somebody else's team do it. But the announcers were saying, he came up, and Bob Brenly was talking about the average ERA in the Pacific Coast League is like 5.69 or something like that. It's crazy. Balls flying, So, I mean, if you can't hit, this is what's concerning in some ways about Bart.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
He's not hitting well at AAA in a league that balls just fly out of. And he's not only hitting for power, he's not hitting for average. I think there's something mental going on with Joey. I really do.
For sure, yeah.
I think they just messed up his head really bad.
They brought him up too early, and then he's been sent up and down, up and down.
He's got a little bit of a hitch. Kapler talked about a little bit of his hitch in with the reporters. He's got this little hitch right before he kind of, let me see if I can demonstrate it. It's kind of like he kind of does this first, and then he swings. Mm-hmm. It's not a nice, just smooth stroke, through the zone. I don't know. He's not a bad catcher at all, but
hey Dan, we got a good shot of your stomach there, buddy.
Oh yeah, my boiler. Hey, it's not bad right now, man.
No, you're good.
I'm down 20 pounds in the last couple months or so.
You need to pass on. You need to pass on your program to Farhan.
Yeah, 20 more, and I'll be at about my all-time. Well, high school, I look like Bora there. How tall are you, Bora?
5'9".
Oh, okay. You're 5. I was 5'11". So I was 5'11", 155 in high school. Yeah. I was.
It's funny. Fleming was speaking to that ERA. I guess that kid that they brought up had like the eighth best ERA in the league or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
It was like high 4s or 5 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought I saw something. That's what makes Harrison even more impressive. His ERA. Yeah. What was
like
what
4?
What was Harrison?
I think it was right around 4. Actually, he got rocked over in Texas.
It was around like 3. I think it was around 3, but then he had one outing.
The Texas outing, that was a bad one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can actually check it right here and tell you what his ERA is. His ERA. We go to the stats. Open up the pitching.
Most of the chat's talking about free agents for next year.
You
don't like what we got now?
It's not next. It's the year after the 2024 season. I'll give you some pitching names. Zach Wheeler, Corbin Burns, Max Fried, Walker Buehler, Brandon Woodruff, Bieber, and Glasnow.
Come on. Here we go. Earned run average. No, earned runs. Why don't we get an ERA, not earned runs? Give me the dang average. Gosh, sometimes with the internet, these apps that they put out are just awful. I can't even get ERA.
I can look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I'm curious what Harrison's is. So if you missed earlier today, go back and check it out. But basically, I want to tell you why I think the Giants, after getting a better understanding of what they're doing and kind of just seeing how they're operating, they're going to run the club like 21. They're going to platoon. They don't have stars. The only guys that will not get platooned on a regular basis is J.D. Davis, Tyro Estrada, and Bailey. Bailey will get his rest definitely when they face, because he's a switch hitter, they'll just pick his spots, whether it's not catching 3 days in a row. Like tomorrow, I fully expect Blake Sable to be behind the dish.
Blake Sable catch the first 7 innings, and Bailey's going to go in for the last 2. That's my prediction.
Could. So here's why I believe the Giants, what they're doing. Marco Luciano was sent down, and I was frustrated with it. I was thinking, just leave him up for 3 more games, get his experience at the big league level. Diaz, put him down. Marco gives you more upside. Then I started thinking about it, because I understood they want Luciano to learn second base. They gave him reps over the weekend against the Boston series and in pregame, working on, the drills, all the different things, manning the bag. And they realized he just needed to get some time. Kapler told him that he's very happy with what they're seeing from Marco. I can read you a little bit of a clip from that article, why they optioned him. Unlike Luciano, fellow rookie Casey Schmidt is comfortable playing multiple positions, making him the better option to serve as San Francisco's backup middle infielder once Estrada returns. The 21-year-old Luciano has exclusively played shortstop in his career, but he's starting to take grounders at second base, and is expected to get some exposure at the position at AAA Sacramento. He did play second base the full game today. Here's what Kapler said. All the skills and tools to play second base are intact. Manager Gabe Kapler said, the pregame work we've done with him has been good, but we wanted him to go down and actually play some second base. We're not 1,000% sure what our roster is going to look like 2 weeks from now. If he's ready to come back, which is what I told him, it'll be nice to know that he can go out there and play second base a little bit. Luciano likely won't be down for long, as the Giants were impressed with what they saw from the young infielder. The conversation with Lucci was 1,000% positive because he came here with a tremendous attitude, a hardworking mindset, Kapler said. All he did was good things for us, good at bats, quality at shortstop, quality in the clubhouse, ready to play all the way through the games that he started. Just outstanding across the board. I mentioned that to Lucci as well. So with that and the fact that they got Harrison coming up to be a starter, Estrada coming back at the latest Saturday, maybe as early as tomorrow, but I'm thinking Saturday. Then Haniger already doing baseball drills. You could have Haniger back. So I did a right-handed lineup and a left-handed lineup for the Giants going forward. And this is what I came up with. And this is predominantly what I see them doing in September, when they can call up 2 more men and increase the roster to 28. So right-handed lineup, and it could look differently as far as where they bat in the order, maybe position-wise. But this is what I would do. The first thing I thought of is, well, you could put Estrada in left field and make Flores the DH or da-da-da-da-da. But I think instead of taking different guys out of position, just make Estrada your DH, lead him off. Matos, center field, batting second. Luciano at short. I don't think it's going to be the lineup they do, because it's Matos and Luciano at the top. They probably won't put them together. But this is just kind of playing around. Flores, clean up, playing first base. Now, again, this is your all righty lineup if you're facing a lefty, which the club has had a ton of problems with all year. They cannot hit left-handed pitching. And so teams actually set up left-handed pitching to face the Giants to take advantage of that weakness. So I think it can become more of a I don't know if it would be completely a strength, but I think it could be neutralized. So batting after Flores batting fourth and first base, J.D. Davis batting fifth at third, Bailey catching in the 7 hole, either Haniger or Pollock, whichever one is on the roster and healthy. In left field, Slater batting 8th in right field, and in batting 9th and playing second base, Casey Schmidt. Your defense is strong with Schmidt at second. So you got an all right-handed lineup there. Your catcher is a switch hitter. So that's what they can do once the rosters increase. And then the left-handed lineup would look something like this. Wouldn't be all lefties because they don't have enough lefties, but it would be Wade leading off at first base, Estrada batting second at second base, Conforto in right field batting third, J.D. Davis fourth. I'm just flip-flopping so they don't go right, left. Davis batting cleanup, and then Jock at DH batting fifth, Bailey in as the catcher batting sixth, Yaz batting seventh in center field, Sable batting eighth in left field, and wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I had Conforto in there. Okay, and then Crawford batting ninth, and that could be flipped. I mean, you could go Sable ninth or Yaz ninth. Anyway, Crawford at short. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lefties. The only righties would be Estrada and J.D. Davis. So that kind of flexibility is why I'm looking at the Giants to make a good run. And Yaz would be getting healthy. I would leave Yaz out almost the full month of August until that thing is what you would call, 100%, where and it may never get to 100%, but where that thing shouldn't give him a problem again. Just get that thing well where he take MRIs of that thing, look at the look at the tissue, see what's going on there. And then their pitching staff, that's 16 guys, by the way, they could realistically carry in September and go with 12 pitchers, which is what they have now. Now they may want to add one more pitcher. I think what they're going to do is, based on need, send a pitch. They're going to juggle those 2 roster spots, sending guys up and down because they can do that. But the pitching, I'm thinking if this was a playoff team and you went into the playoffs, I think you're going with Webb and Cobb, Stripling and Harrison as your 4 starters. Maybe Harrison, if he shows himself really well, he moves into that 3 spot. Stripling, those 4, and then it goes from there. It's Wood and Minaya could be your longer guy.
I wouldn't have Wood in there. I would take Wood out
Off the roster completely.
Off the playoff roster, yeah.
Yeah,
I would have Junis and Minaya as your long guys.
Yeah, it's all going to depend on the last 50 plus games how they perform. It's interchangeable, but this is how I have it right now.
And the rosters change between the division series where it's a 5-game to the CS where it starts getting to the
5-game. You don't need
you don't need all of them. Yep.
So the kind of the back of the bullpen, what I have is the 2 Rogers brothers, Ryan Walker, Scott Alexander, John Brebbia, and Camilo Doval. I had Junis off. Luke Jackson, if you want to carry Luke Jackson and take another long guy off, I could see them doing that, whether it be Wood or Minaya, because Luke Jackson's
he's a high leverage
situations in his career. So I could see 2 long men in there, whether that's Wood and Junis or Wood and Minaya or Minaya and Junis, combination of those guys being left off, because these But I think I could see Minaya being on it just because he's got the ability to be a little more. He can pitch more innings a lot sometimes, but we'll see. Plus, having a lefty, you got to have, you got Alexander and you got Taylor Rogers, so 2 lefties. It would be nice to have a third lefty in your pin. So
Yeah,
we'll see when we get there.
I like the whole roster. The only thing I would have to say is for the left-hand batters lineup, I don't know if I would want Bailey catching because Bailey would be catching when he's hitting right-handed. I would have Bailey be the DH, Sable catching, and Jock playing left field. Because I just don't think there's a.
Oh, I'm not putting Jock out there in left field.
I don't think there's really a difference between Sable and Jock in left field.
I have to beg to differ there.
A little bit.
Jock made a nice catch today.
Sable's a little bit awkward, but I think he's just more athletic. He's got more speed than Jock does.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to want. In a playoff game, I think Bailey catches every game.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I don't think you're putting your best behind the plate in the playoffs.
Here's a question that I was thinking about when you were talking about how they want to put Luciano at second base and get reps at second base. What has changed from the time that Luciano came up to the big leagues where they think he has to take reps at second base? Because they could have gave him a shit ton of reps at AA and AAA.
Well,
do you think something happened? Do you think maybe Estrada maybe not be as great as they think he might, and that's why they want Luciano to start taking reps at second? Maybe that has broke.
It's a roster crunch issue. It's a roster crunch issue that they you can only have so many players, 26, and you're carrying 12 pitchers. So
I'm surprised they didn't. Like I said, I'm surprised they didn't give him reps when he was in AA or AAA.
Well, you look at the numbers; they probably didn't. Hindsight 2020, they probably should have started it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they wouldn't have had to run into this problem, man.
But they also probably didn't have plans on bringing him up this soon, and maybe Crawford going down, everything that happened. So this way they get him the reps. They liked what they saw out of him. So, and you could see it. If you're watching the games, you can just see that the guy
he's a player.
He's a player. He's going to have some struggles at the plate. He's going to swing and miss.
He's young.
But as he learns plate discipline, and that's what he's got to do at the AAA level, learn the plate discipline, learn the positions, and I think I said it a year ago. I said he'd be the opening day shortstop next year in 24, and I still believe that.
If they knew that Luciano would be up for a couple games only when they brought him up, I'm questioning why they brought him up in the first place. Yeah, just let him stay in AAA. Get
who, Luciano?
Yeah. What's the point in bringing him up, playing shortstop, not giving him reps at second, and sending him down? I mean, I feel like you can. That's a way to play with someone's mental.
Well, here's the thing. I think they probably had the conversation that he was coming up for a short stint.
Maybe.
And I'm sure they did. But how exciting to, get that at home, get all that out of your way. Next time you come up, you've already experienced the clubhouse. You've experienced the big leagues. You've experienced 40,000 people. It won't be too big for him the next time. And he proved when he was here it wasn't too big. But I think it was just sometimes it's just, get the guys a little bit taste of it and see what happens. I mean, he's definitely going to be here to stay, whether, the next time he comes up or what have you. Nobody knows the future. I mean, he could start opening day next year and just, stink up the joint for the first 6 weeks, and like Bart did last year, and they have to send him back down. But
he looks like he belongs.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's a natural. He looks like a natural ball player. He's
the way he carries himself too. He
very
knows,
confident.
he knows the type of player he is. He knows he deserves to be in the majors. Yeah.
So the Giants remain 2.5 back of the Dodgers. Telling you, if somehow the Dodgers have any kind of injuries to, I mean, you look at the Giants injuries. I haven't seen any injuries to this year to Betts or Freeman, or I know Muncy was out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think Will Smith was out for a while.
He had a concussion. Yep.
But you haven't seen any extended. Their stars of Betts and Freeman.
They've been towing the line. Yeah.
How many games have those guys played, Bora? If you look that up, Betts and Freeman. I mean, right, the Dodgers are. Let me see what their record. Okay.
Betts has played in 101 games so far.
Huh. That's almost every game, I think, isn't it?
Betts is 101, and Freeman is.
It's got to be about the same.
He's at 106.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've been playing basically every day.
Every day. Yeah.
So I don't know if Betts' body is gonna hold up for another 460 games.
So you lose a guy like any of those guys goes down for a couple weeks.
Oh, it's gonna be rough.
It could really put a kink in those guys' armor because they don't have a great depth. I don't think this is nearly as a intimidating type of team at all that has been the last few years. This is a year.
This is their bridge year to Ohtani. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean everybody's talking about who knows what's going to happen. We'll deal with the Ohtani situation in a couple months, but everybody, even every broadcaster's group I've listened to, they all talk about how the Giants are, really in on Ohtani, and the money and what and it doesn't make sense to me. A lot of what was said. Harold Reynolds said something like the Giants didn't do much over the trade deadline because of the saving money for Ohtani.
That makes no sense.
No sense. You're talking like $2 or $3 million for the rest of the year to grab a rental. That's not going to stop you. Hey, if you're saving $2 million or even $10 million or $20 million, that's nothing when you're talking $600 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, that's nuts. So, yeah. It's the whole Ohtani stuff. We'll deal with that. Ohtani's off the table until the final out of the World Series. Okay.
Yeah, I just brought that. I brought that up.
I know. I'm just saying
what the Dodgers are doing. Yeah.
We'll kind of keep the Ohtani.
Oh, we'll have plenty of time for that. Yeah.
Plenty of time. There'll be plenty of shows. It'll be like Trey Lance and Brock Purdy.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah,
for a month and a half.
Oh, it's going to be even worse because it's going to be national.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Bay Area. Even the Bay Area.
Oh yeah.
I mean, right now it's great. We're sailing along here. Giants are now what 60-49. Is that what their record is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they played 109 games. They've got 53 to go.
They're in a good spot.
And I bet you the playoff odds went up tonight. What was it last night? 66?
66, yeah.
I'll bet it's
they're going to need as much wins as possible.
I bet it's closer to 70 tonight.
All right. Eric, what's your guess?
I'd say 67.
72.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow, it went up 6% in one night. The D-backs are beatable. They're not that great of a team. They're really not.
Yeah, they don't look too well right now. They look great earlier. Right now, they look a little bit flat. For sure.
Well, they don't have pitching.
They're stingy at the plate though, aren't they? They keep fouling pitches off. That's one thing I do like watching about them.
They
Their
got
outfielders,
the guy
that's-
Fought tomorrow that's pitching.
Who's pitching
Fought?
for the Giants?
To be
TBD.
determined. I
Scott
think.
Alexander.
Is it set? Okay, so it's
That's what Pavlovich tweeted out.
Figured it was going to be Alexander or Walker. Yeah, Walker pitched quite a bit.
So I'm guessing then Stripling will come in behind him.
No,
That's what they'll do. Watch.
Stripling
No,
pitched on the
Stripling's a
30th
starter.
though.
Oh, did
Yeah, he pitched on the 30th.
Was that what day was that? Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday. I think it's Sunday, yeah. So
See.
tomorrow would be only
Because it's going to be a righty. Isn't that what they always do? They always do.
30th was Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he pitched. So yeah, he's going to pitch Saturday in Oakland.
So then maybe it's Junis tomorrow then.
What about Wood? When did Wood pitch?
Just the other night.
Because
the other night,
Junis pitched 3 innings. He only did
yeah,
pitch 37 pitches though. He only threw 37 pitches. So
Isn't that what they usually do? If they throw a lefty, a righty will come in behind, or if they throw a righty, a lefty will come behind him.
A lot of times because they're trying to throw off.
Yes,
the
exactly.
lineup.
That's what I was thinking.
trying
Junis.
to. No manager buys it.
That's why I was saying Junis or Stripling, but maybe it's Junis.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be Mania. He just won.
He just
What?
went. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. When did Wood go last?
Yep. Tyro back Saturday. That's kind of what I predicted. Yep. So Pav is saying Saturday makes all the sense in the world. They got an off day Friday.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they send Schmidt down. I wouldn't. To keep the left-handed bat of Isan Diaz in. I would not be shocked at all.
That wouldn't shock me, but they don't have a backup shortstop. Well, Estrada would have to be it, and I don't think they want to put Estrada at short with his hand being. It wasn't it his.
Was his throwing hand or
was it?
catching?
No, it was his catching hand. That's
hand.
right. That's better. I still don't think they want Estrada probably diving around. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise us. It wouldn't surprise me though, because they do not have a left-handed hitting infielder. Diaz could be besides Crawford, they don't have a utility guy that can move around that could be your Jason Vosler.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Poor MF got blocked by Pavlovich for no reason.
So
Padres,
Von
Padres are coming. Cubs are
Von
coming.
Brown's been having a tough time in AA lately.
Yeah, he has.
Let's see what the after the Giants play Oakland, they've got the Angels for 3. When's Ohtani pitching? When's his last time he pitched? Hopefully he pitches this weekend.
Okay, let me look at that.
Let me look at I think he might be scheduled to pitch this weekend.
No, Senior, I am not. I just opened up a Twitter a couple of days ago, so
he last pitched the 27th.
I don't go talking crap on Twitter.
Okay,
he might pitch tomorrow.
Let me look. I'm looking right now. Come on, don't give me that. I want the Ohtani's pitching tomorrow.
Yep.
He pitched the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what hold on here. 27th was a Thursday. They play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Did they play Monday the Angels? Yes. So they pitch him. They pitch 27
every week.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They give him 6 days. So every 6, they don't go every 5 with Ohtani. So he's pitching Thursday. He could pitch Wednesday against the Giants. They will either miss him or see him, but they can hit Ohtani.
Yeah.
They can hit Ohtani. You put the lefties in there. I think Ohtani's value really becomes more as the hitting guy. And, I'll tell you what, if I had Ohtani, I don't know how. Can you check, Bora, and see how many innings he's pitched and how many games he's gone more than 5 innings?
Yeah.
How many starts has he had and how many innings? We'll figure out how many he's averaging.
All right. Where's this pitching?
Yeah, I have no idea, Senior. That's what I was trying to figure out when Harrison was pitching because
Okay.
I'd like to go
this
take a
year,
look.
he's started 20 games. He's thrown 120 innings.
Okay, so 120 divided by 20. He's
6
throwing
innings.
6 innings apiece. I would push that down to 5 and just, I would not. I'd just say, okay, I'm going to have a dang good bullpen as I have right now. Give me 5 innings or, give me 5 innings or 80 pitches, whichever comes first. If you're rolling and you're into the 6th inning, but just limit his innings, and that's the way I would handle him.
Yeah, because he's already had Tommy John. So
yeah,
right on, Senior. Appreciate it.
And you see what Tommy John can do to a player. You look at Bryce Harper. He had Tommy John, didn't he? Yeah. So, I mean, he's not hitting for power at all.
Yeah, that doesn't affect that, though. It's just throwing, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it fixes
No, I mean, throwing, but I mean, Bryce Harper, I mean, his power is gone this year. So, I mean,
we got 90 right now in the chat.
but
Everybody hit that like button if you could, please. That helps us out the way YouTube kind of positions us and algorithms. I don't understand how they do it all, but I've just heard that the more likes you get, the better position we get. We can grow this channel, getting more and more in here.
Hey, Ted, I'm doing the same thing. Maybe we can all meet up there. That would be fun.
So, yeah, you guys get us. We'll do a live from Sacramento. That's going to be this.
We don't know what day. That's what we're trying. Yeah, we're trying to find out what day it is.
I'm guessing it's going to be Saturday night.
Maybe.
He pitched when? Harrison?
Was it Sunday? Last
Saturday
Sunday?
or Sunday? I don't know.
Let me see if I can pull that up.
It'll be interesting to see. But
hey, Ted, I'm gonna throw out the link at the end. Maybe you guys could join up, and then we could get our contact information without having to broadcast it live on YouTube.
Don't you have direct message on your Twitter?
Yeah, I don't know their Twitter, and I don't know if they want to pass that through their chat. Though, yeah, I don't know.
No, they can just. You can just. Do you want to let people know your Twitter or no?
Not really.
Oh, okay. 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 Let's see. Giants was.
He pitched Monday. That's what Senior's saying.
Monday, and he only pitched 2 innings. So,
but how many?
He's not pitching Friday. He pitched
that's
Monday.
The question. How many pitches?
Yeah, he pitched Monday,
pitch?
so he ain't gonna go.
He's
Friday.
pitching. He's not throwing Friday. No way. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, he's pitching Saturday. 5 days rest. You can get your tickets. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wait. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, he's either pitching Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. A lot of times,
Hey, Chalk is asking if you're open for a link for positive hot takes.
Positive hot takes. We'll take some hot takes. We're not going to go too long tonight. So it'll all depend on how the chat is going. But, yeah, I mean, the good tonight. Let's go over the good, the bad, and the ugly. I forgot to do that.
All right.
The good for tonight's ball game. Plenty of it, really. First of all, Logan Webb, just a great performance. First inning, little rough, but 2 through 7. Wow. He gave up one more hit in the 7th inning, and then the runner didn't even get to second base.
Yep.
I thought I heard the broadcaster. I thought I saw somewhere that the first inning, that's where Logan Webb struggles.
It is. It's just and once he gets locked in, he's tough to beat. You better get more than 2. Logan Webb comes in, does a great job. Tyler Rogers 1 inning, gives up 1 hit, 12 pitches, 8 strikes. Camilo Duvall, very important outing tonight because he had pitched 3 games in a row before yesterday, and he threw 25 pitches, 20, and then 18, I think it was. He threw like 63 pitches.
8 today.
Only 8 pitches today. Huge. That means tight ball game.
Tomorrow he could come in.
Could probably send him out there. So the bullpen, great tonight. At the plate, J.D. Davis, 2-4, and Flores, 3 more hits. Now hitting 305 on the season. He's got an on-base percentage of 360, slugging percentage of 545. I don't know what his OPS is. I know it's like over 1,100 it was for the month of July. It was second in baseball. Wilmer Flores just crushing the ball. So J.D. Davis gets 2 hits, drives in the 2 winning runs with bases loaded, hits a double down in the left field corner. And Brandon Crawford, the big triple tonight, smoked it. I don't know what that looked like on Gamecast or whatever.
The game day, it doesn't show you where it goes. It just shows where the pitches are being located.
It doesn't show you the miles per hour or nothing.
Oh yeah, it does show you the miles per hour.
What was that, about 98, 100?
I could look. I didn't pay attention to that one. I was in the middle of eating dinner during that time.
I'm gonna guess that was 101
off the bat.
Yeah, 99 to 101, just a guess.
I'll take a gander here.
I have 2 more positives.
Might even be a little higher. Might even be 104, but he hit it pretty good. I think it was in that 99 to 101 range, just a guess. But the fact that he legged out a triple when
how about that?
Yeah, and that would have been the first
102.
I was close. Yeah, you can kind of get an idea. When you see a 110 one, man, that's sweet. So Isan Diaz gets his first hit, makes a couple of nice plays, defensive plays at second base. You could be right about that, Bora. They could send Schmidt down. It would be, but they're going to, it depends on what they're facing ahead. If they're facing I think they really love Casey to be that guy that can play all over
infield. He can play second, third, and short.
He could be a Gold Glove third baseman, shortstop, or second baseman. He's that good of a defensive player. So it's hard when your defense struggles. Diaz is limited, really. He could play second. He could probably give you some corner at third. Shortstop, he doesn't have that quickness and the soft hands that Schmidt has. So, but we'll see.
I have 2 more positives.
What do you got?
The whole offense, only 5 strikeouts.
Ooh, yes.
That's something you like to see, especially facing a pitcher making his major league debut like they have faced in the past and they've struggled. They didn't really hit too much off of him. They got a good amount of hits, but limiting the strikeouts, that's a good positive. And 2, Kapler, he managed another good game today.
Yes.
Not over-managing.
I did mention that earlier. He did not over-manage. It was nice to see. Give credit to Gabe for not just, pushing all the buttons in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I guess since I'm the resident critic, I guess I could give the bad. I don't know if there was an ugly, but the bad hits with runners in scoring position, still not where I want it to be. They should have scored more than 4 runs.
Well, they had bases loaded, nobody out.
Exactly.
They still had second and third, nobody out, and didn't get
that
run across. Yeah.
So you really need to pile up in opportunities like that. You got to.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you guys something here. Let me go back there. go here. I want to show you guys something pretty interesting. Why I think one team is going to be dangerous. Here we go. All right. Guys, see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to look. Batting averages. Wade, 267. Conforto, 242. Slater, 281. 305 floors. Peterson, 240. 169. Pollock, Bailey, 256. Davis, 260. And that's after going 2 for 4. 215. Craw. Is Schmidt, 207. Matos, 254. You guys see all that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now look at. Hold on here. Let me pull it back. I want to show you.
Braves. Oh my God.
No, I want to show you the Cubbies.
The Cubs. All right.
277, 282, 316, 265, 249, 284, 251, 273. Only 197. Talkman, 278.
Look at Talkman, man. Wow.
Talkman's having a great season.
Los brought up a good point. Remember all these guys
Yep,
that had left the
yep.
Giants and all of a sudden having success.
Look at Candelario tonight. 4 for 4 with 4
Wow.
runs scored. 4 for 4.
What a pickup for them, huh?
Yeah, what a great pickup.
I mean, this is why the Cubs are dangerous, because look what they did here. They brought in Talkman, who to pinch hit for Wisdom, who was playing first base. They send out a great center fielder in Talkman and move a great center fielder in Bellinger to first base. Who's a great first baseman.
Yeah.
So
pretty good.
This is a team to really be reckoned with.
I agree.
I'm telling you, when you look at that lineup, and that's
scary. It is.
They look like the team that can win the Central. The best chance the Giants have. See, if the Giants finish 4th as the number 1 wild card, then you get the home field advantage against the 2nd wild card. Whereas the 3rd seed, the team with the 3rd winning division winner, will face the number 6 seed. All home games. No, wait. Did they change? Is that a 3-game? Yeah, it's a 3-game. Is it the first round 3 games, right?
Yeah. Wait. For the
wild card round.
Yeah.
How many buys are there for the wild card round?
There's 2. The first. So the Giants have a shot if they win the West.
Yep.
If they can overcome the Dodgers and win the West, as Bora predicted.
Yep.
They could get the number 2 seed, which would be huge, because then they would play do they reseed in baseball? Like if 6 beats 3, does that play automatically the 2 seed, or does it play the 1 seed? Man, how did it go last year? Last year, the 1 seed was the Dodgers and 2 was the Braves, right? And the Cardinals were the 3 seed and the Phillies were the 6 seed. So so the Phillies won and played the Braves.
Yeah, the
right?
Phillies won. They played the Braves, who were the 2 seed.
So the winner of the 3-6 automatically plays the 2 seed, and the winner of the 4-5 plays the 1. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So the Giants, if they got into the 2 seed, they would play the winner of the 3-6 seed, which would be someone like, it could be the Cubs.
Whew.
It would be a great series, though. A lot of offense. The Cubs and Braves.
Oh, that'd be a great series.
That'd be a great series.
It'd be interesting to see how the Braves pitching does against the Cubs lineup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's bring in Troc.
Yeah, hold on. I got it right here. There you go, Troc. Links in the chat.
Uh-oh. Somebody else wants the link too.
Yeah.
Well, he's not
It's
coming
all right.
in yet.
Well, if he comes in, we can just leave him in there with Greeny.
Yeah, you just say.
Anyway,
There he is.
Truck on in, man.
Oh
Thanks,
man.
fellas.
Oh, boom.
Hey, I just
Truck
stumbled
on
in.
in. What's
you
up,
know?
Truck? How you doing, man?
Good, man. I first got to touch on my first comments, Dan.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to welcome you first. We got to give you a
please.
proper welcome here. Hold
okay,
on here. I got it right here. There we go. There he is. Truck.
All right.
I'll take it. I don't know if that was booze or cheers, but either
Those
way,
are cheers.
You're good.
I'll
You're
take
good.
the
Cheers.
recognition.
That was cheers.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate it, Dan.
Wait. You got something hot? A hot take?
I got a hot take, but I want to ask.
Hold
you
on
one
here. Let me
question.
give you that. Let's give it one of these first. All right, there we go.
I got to ask you one question first, Dan. You
Yeah.
think the Giants from here on out, and I want to appreciate this. I listen to a lot of Niners podcasts and what's going on, and people have been wishy-washy between Purdy, Lance, Darnold, the whole thing. I just want to say I appreciate you. You stood on your own. You stood on your feet, and you're a man that said, I think the Giants will go to the playoffs this year. And I appreciate that. My question is, how deep do you think they'll go?
They're going to win the World Series.
Bora, I like you. Bora, you're a smart man. I like
Bora
your take.
going with the heart. Bora going with the heart.
No.
Bora Rothberg.
Bora, his grandpa's Robert. Let's see. How deep? I'll tell you. I'll let you know that in the last week or two of the season when I see where they're at. Because
come on, Dan.
It's
tough. That August schedule really puts a wrinkle in things.
It's so hard to tell if they go in healthy with Haniger starting to hit and Estrada stays healthy and comes back and everybody else is relatively healthy. I don't see why they couldn't make a big run. I mean, baseball's funny. We've seen the Giants beat the Phillies in 2010. Phillies were clearly outclassed them on paper. 2012, they come back, beat the Cardinals after being down 3-1, down to Cincinnati 2-0. Team had heart. Things happen in baseball that are really funny. A lot of times the best team doesn't win. I've seen the Giants be the best team in the regular season in 2003 and get knocked out in the first round. So I got to think that the Giants have as good a shot as anybody if health permits. If they go in with a couple of guys down, I don't think they have the horses to do it.
You know what's going to be another key is the rookies. They're going to have to step up big time for a strong push into the playoffs.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. The reason I say give me some time because if Pollock hits well and Haniger comes back and does well, I don't think Matos stays on the playoff roster. I think they go with Pollock, who could play center field, and Haniger in left, and then Yaz and Conforto out there. I think Matos would be the casualty.
I'd hate to see that. I think Pollock's days are, his best days are past him. I could be wrong, but he's just.
It all depends on what he does over the next 3 games. If he's if he's AJ Pollock of 2021, I would definitely feel comfortable having him out there. So Pollock can play center field pretty decently too. He was a really good center fielder with the Diamondbacks, but
that was years ago too.
And Yaz can play center field. It all depends on health. If Yaz Slater and Pollock are all not at 100% and they can't go chase those balls in the gap, then you'd have to keep Matos.
You have to. His defense is just
So
And he doesn't strike out.
But I don't think official business guy says Ron Pollock will be off the team when Henniger gets back. You're probably right, official business guy. I mean, that would be the logical thing. But these things have a way of playing themselves out. I mean, a lot of times these acquisitions that you pick up and you just think, they're meh, they're nothing. You know, people weren't crazy like jumping, doing cartwheels when they got Scudero from Colorado, right? I mean, it was like, and the guy becomes like the MVP, playoffs. Cody Ross, who the heck's Cody Ross? Michael Morse.
Well, to defend Cody Ross, when they picked up Cody Ross, he was raking with, what was it, Florida? And the Giants got him on a waiver because they didn't want him to go to the damn Dodgers or Padres. It was one of those two. It was a block.
Right. But I mean, he wasn't like hey, this is the, man, this all-star, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
To me, it's all about the matchups. If they can get in the playoffs and they can play, if they can play anybody but the Braves, then they have a chance to go to the championship series. I don't think they have a shot of beating the Braves at all.
Well, if they finish, if they finish 4th or 5th, and win that first round,
seed, yeah,
then they're going to play the Braves. If they finish 6th, the 3rd wild card, and somehow win, then they got probably LA. I think you're looking at, you want to get that first wild card because you get 3 home games. And that's a huge advantage because Cobb pitches unbelievable at Oracle.
Is it 3 home games?
Yeah, they don't. Oh. They do. They get those games over quick because that's the advantage of
winning the division
or getting the better record in the wild card round. It used to be just a 1-game wild card, and then they get in, and then it became a 5-game series. So they cut that 1-game wild card out and just went to the 3-game series. Then it goes to a 5-game series, right? In the
DS.
NLDS, yeah.
And then a 7-game
in the CS and World Series.
Yeah. So the NLDS, it's 2-2-1. In the championship, it's 2-2-1-1-1. Isn't it?
No.
Or is it 2? No, it's 2-3-2.
Yeah, 2-3-2.
Yeah.
2-3-2.
Same thing as the basketball, right? That's what they do now. 2-3-2.
Basketball, no, they do the 2-2-1-1-1 now.
No, I think they changed it.
No, they used to be 2-3-2.
It used to be 2-3-2. Okay.
Yeah.
What else you got, Truck?
So let's talk about the positives, right? So the Giants, obviously, trade deadline happened. Can we talk about one of the positions that was locked up by an all-star that just absolutely led the team to the promised land since he got there, which is Buster Posey? Can we talk about how great the catcher position is for the Giants right now in the future?
Oh,
to have Bailey, to have Sable, and to think that we got Joey Bart sent down and he was the future of the franchise. And let me just take a minute just to talk about how awesome, and it didn't occur to me how many times this guy's done, and I had to look at his highlight reel just of this beginning of this year. How awesome was that pickoff walk-off last night? And I saw it again today watching the game. That needs more credit. That needs to be like an absolute talking point, top 10 for the week. Talk about it every single day. That was absolutely incredible about this guy's release out of his hand and smarts to get the ball out. He also has, and I forgot who put it in the chat, but thank you. That was my thought too. He has as many home runs as Bryce Harper right now this year with 50% less at-bats. It's impressive for a catcher. He is playing at an absolute elite top 5 catcher in the Major League Baseball right now. That's
unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It really is. And I'm glad you brought it up because let's see if we can actually watch that. Hold on.
Yeah, you brought it up yesterday, right?
Yeah, let's do it again here. Couple. Here we go. All right, you guys ready?
Go for it. Here, hold on. Let me get rid of that
Please.
chat. There you go.
Let me pull it back here. We'll get a replay here. Unbelievable.
It's fun to see it live and they slow it down, and you
Yeah,
see
there
how
you go.
he's out by a mile.
Look at the pop time.
Absolutely.
Look at the location of the throw. It's right there.
Right where the first baseman just could bring it down and get him. It's awesome. Whoop.
Boom.
Yeah.
Look, I think Sable has more pop than Bailey. However, that's my catcher every single day.
More pop behind the
dish.
plate, you mean?
Yeah.
Behind the plate, yeah. But
I mean,
not pop
and
time.
on the batting, you mean batting?
Yeah. He Sable's gonna get more home runs. Fine. I want this guy to take runs away from the opposition and keep them honest. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, I would rather take a defensive catcher over an offensive catcher. If you could get both, that's fantastic, like Buster Posey. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying about Bailey.
How many of those guys are in the league? Like, if they got both in the Hall of Fame, I mean, that's how many guys besides Piazza are in there.
Yeah, exactly. Elite catchers, both ways are in the Hall of Fame. Those are the Hall of Fame guys, and that's super rare.
Yeah. They're going to have to give him a little bit more rest at times when they can, just for keep, so he doesn't go, really struggle at the plate. But man, I mean, if you can give him, I don't mind him coming in the seventh inning as a defensive replacement because he's so dang good. I mean, we saw that last night. I mean, first inning, throws a guy out on his knees. Next ninth inning, ends the game. That's just unbelievable. Yeah.
The kid's only 24 too. So he could still, if he wants to, he could bulk up his frame and focus on that. I just think there's so much potential in this kid to be there day in and day out. Focus on the off season on his hitting, and like he can gain another 15 pounds of muscle by next season, and the right way. Nothing not bad way. He's got to stay flexible and do what he does defensively. But this kid could really do something. Work with the hitting coach, try to get that pop. I just honestly think, and this is his first year, guys, up in the major leagues, right? He's only been up here once. He's only had one showing. This is his taste. So
he went from high A to double A to triple A to the major leagues all within a matter of a few months.
Yeah. So brings my next point is, why didn't we deal Joey Bart? Sorry. The guy shit or get off the pot. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I think you want some depth in case you do lose a catcher. He's as good a quality as a backup that you can get. And you probably couldn't have got a ton for him. I'm sure if they felt they could have got something that was a significant upgrade, they would have done it.
Well, there weren't any more 40-year-olds, AJ Pollocks around they can pick up.
Oh, here's a question real quick. I got to bring this up real quick. I didn't even think about this. When do you have to be on the roster to be on the playoff roster? Is it September 1st?
I think you just got to be on the 40.
You got to be on the 40 by September 1st, right?
No, I think you
after September 1st, I don't think you could qualify for the playoff, right? Am I correct? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
You know who's still out there? We kind of talked about him about a month ago or so. Madison Bumgarner. Do you think he's going to get picked up by somebody who missed out on a starting pitcher during his trade deadline?
He'd have to have been really working out.
He might be. We don't know. That's going to be interesting.
He's been at a rodeo.
Yeah, he might be. I mean, he's set money-wise. I'm just saying if he ever has the itch to get back into playoffs, he could pick and choose, right?
Sure.
Even if they brought him back as middle relief, honestly, he doesn't have to be a starting pitcher.
No, he doesn't.
He can be middle relief and be fine, and just limit his, pitch.
I just think his stuff is not that good anymore.
Yeah,
He's got one of the hardest hit ball rates in baseball.
A lot of it was his deception in the delivery. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Going back to that Bart thing, though,
go for it.
I think one of the real reason they didn't deal him is because they have nobody else in the farm system above high A. If they had somebody,
they picked up a AAA guy. Remember, Dan? We thought when they picked
they
him
have
up,
a AAA guy, and then they got Genovez as well. Genovez almost came up earlier in the year, but they
are they doing good in the minors or?
Nothing fantastic. No. Shoot, who did I interview here?
Are you talking about Bum there, senior? Is his shoulder messed up?
In the National League after coming up with Arizona.
Who's the guy in AAA other than Bart?
They just picked him up a couple of weeks ago, Dan. Remember? I can't remember. You're muted, Dan.
I can't remember his name.
It's a career minor leaguer, though.
Yeah.
And you think they're going to trade him in the offseason? Or do you think they're going to bring him up? Like,
I don't think
Bart?
Yeah.
There's no room.
I think there's, I think it's hard to say because if you want to next year, you could Sable would have options if you wanted to shuffle him back and forth. They can't do it this year because it's Rule 5. He's got to stay up on the 26-man roster the whole season. But I don't know what they would think of doing there. So let me.
Hey, Ted and Senior, I'm gonna throw the link in the chat here in a little bit. If you guys want to join up, so when we finish this up, I could guys get your info.
Oh yeah, and Eric L, he had a chat a while back. It said he doesn't know if he can trust Kapler to manage at a high level in the playoffs, and I kind of agree with him. I feel like Kapler would sort of root back to his tendencies of over managing in the playoffs and just try to perfect everything instead of letting it sort of play out.
Yeah,
That's
playoffs
just my feeling, though.
Yeah. Such an interesting.
No, I didn't, Senior. I didn't see it in there.
Robert, of course, says he'll make the ultimate decisions.
If you want to put your information in a chat, you can, Senior. Maybe just put spaces in between. Because I think when you put the @ symbol in there, I think YouTube gets rid of it because I can't see it.
Yahoo.
Cali hats. Got it.
Okay. Let me do this.
What was the hot take, Troc?
Oh, it was about the catcher position. That's all it was.
Okay.
That was the only thing I had to add. I mean, you guys are doing a great job dropping knowledge. It's had to come in with something positive. I mean, it's been
Appreciate that,
Troc. It's been negative.
Yeah, the last 2 days, man, I'm telling you, this trade deadline, it really pissed me off.
It's been tough, right? So you look at the positive, and then the icing on the cake, again, it was at the trade deadline when Bailey just made that throw to walk off and realized that trigger, it's the youth that's going to get them going. And the trade that was made was a 35-year-old player that, why? When you can just bring some guys up and plug them in and see what they got. I understand we're in the playoffs still. There's no doubt about it. Everybody wants to win. They're going to try to do it. However, your actions that you've done provide that you don't really care about the playoffs because other teams around you made better moves than you did, and you bring a 35-year-old in. You might as well have been a seller of your vets, and then it just brought the youth up and let it go, because that would have been better long term than the short term that they're thinking of right now.
Right.
They pretty much did nothing. I mean, really, that's what at the end of the day, they did nothing at the trade deadline.
Yeah, exactly. And then what topped it off is when they sent down Luciano. But all that a combination of all that, it just sent me over the edge.
Yeah, that was tough. Platoon. Stop the platoon. Let guys play. Let guys play. Stop the platoon.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
So
Can't escape it.
Yeah, it's that's I came in. It has been a little bit negative the last few days. It's frustrating. I thought to myself this morning, I go, man, it's the first day waking up that I didn't check Twitter or ESPN or
because the trade deadline's over. Yeah,
it's over, and I don't have to even worry about it. But thinking, the guy got me again. He said, we're going to be very aggressive. And I thought, well, shoot, if they're going to be aggressive, they're going to. And then I thought to myself, he's going to cry wolf again, man. It's just so.
I appreciate that, Senior. I had to. I had to. It was just. I might have dropped a little too many F-bombs in there, but I was going on pure emotion at that point.
Eric, I appreciate the passion. See, when you guys let it out,
I appreciate
it's good. The fans see it,
All right, cool.
I love it.
I'm not going to be up here and be fake. I'm going to kind of wear it on my sleeve sometimes. So,
cool.
leave that to me. I'll be fake.
Don't go wishy-washy on me, Dan. Tell me next week they ain't going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and ignore all of Dan's tweets because, man, you were lighting it up in there, boy.
Oh, I was lighting it up for sure.
Lighting it up.
Yeah, I took a couple days off, man. It's fun when you get all these young kids that are in their 20s and, hey, old man, give it a rest. People. Somebody sent me some people send some just hilarious stuff, but yeah. So I'm working on trying to get something in the chat, but it's taken a while to convert. Hopefully, if it works, I'm going to give you a player interview.
Check that out, Sophie. He goes, Eric, there's positive correlation between cursing on air and increased subscriber count. If you don't believe me, peep the analytics.
Yeah, let's get those subs up to 1,000. Man,
yeah, we're getting close. We're working on it,
4-letter words equal subscribers. That's how this works, dude. Come on.
I don't want people to think I'm just some, raving mad.
Oh, you guys want some comedy? You guys remember it kind of went viral, the lady on the plane that said, I don't care what you think. That man is not real. Did you guys ever see that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it on?
It's the alien, like she saw an alien or something. And
on an airplane.
The whole internet went wild.
I know a guy that sold her mushrooms.
Robert, I appreciate that. I respect what you put out there too. Don't always agree, but hey, you're entitled to your opinion and go for it, man.
Let's see if we got this. Did we get it? Okay, hold on. Let's pull this over here.
Hey, Ted, do you want the link? Is that the best way to get your information? Or are you going to email Senior yourself and we'll just have Senior disseminate each other's information?
Okay, here we go. All right. Yes, we got it. We're going to get a little bit of an interview I did in spring training from one I don't think we've ever maybe played on the show. Maybe we did early in the season during spring training, but he's been out for a long time, and we've kind of said he's kind of been a nothing burger for the Giants. See if we can get some positive vibes and get this guy, some love here when he makes his comeback in the next month. Maybe he can be a spark plug for the Giants. He was signed as their big free agent acquisition along with Michael Conforto. I do have a great interview with Conforto in spring training. Haven't played that. That's a 20-minute interview.
I remember that. That was a good one.
That was right on the field, and was fortunate enough to get that. But let's play a 4-minute interview. How far are we right now? We're going to end the show shortly.
1 hour, 26 minutes.
Should we go with 4 minutes and the interview and then come give Chardal his 5 minutes to close, or should we go with Chardal first? What do you think, guys?
We might want to bring in Chardal before the interview. I don't want to bring in Chardal after the interview to kind of.
Yeah. All right, Chardal, put the link in. You got 5 minutes. He's got to find it.
Shout out to Chardal. His dad just got him a PS5. I just want to say congratulations.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations. That's a nice shiny new toy, baby. That's fun. That's
Nice.
fun for days.
There's Ted. Hey, what's up, Ted? Did you want to come in, or did you just want to stay in the green room until the end?
He might want to stay in the green room.
Yeah, I think if he wants to, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Chardal, there's the link. You got 5 minutes. The timer starts.
Oh.
Get that timer out.
Yes.
Show the crowd, show the audience, the crowd. We mean business tonight, Chardal. 5 minutes. And if you're not in 15 seconds, the 5-minute timer starts. You're going to lose 15 seconds of your time. We'll start that 15 seconds right. Wait, 1, 2, 3, go. There goes the 15 seconds. Chardal, come in. Your 5-minute clock starts. You take a minute from now.
Oh, yeah. We got to do 4. It was 4 runs. So that means 4 minutes, right? Are you giving them the.
There it goes. 15 seconds. Start the clock. Oh, 4 runs equals 4 minutes. Chardizzle time.
Are we going 4
Light
or
all.
5?
Light all.
Chardal.
I had a new name for Farhan the other day. Did I ever say it on this show?
What's up?
Did I say Farhan's new name on the show?
I don't. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I think you already said it. Yeah.
Sharhan?
Sharhan, exactly. Chardal, are you out there? Come on, buddy.
All right.
This is your moment.
Let's show the clock.
The greatness of SG Sports Talk channel.
Did you start it already?
No, I haven't. When he comes in there, that's when.
Oh no, I said started. I don't wait around. Okay, I'll pull up my clock here. Hold on.
All right, if you want to.
Stopwatch. There we go. Started. All right.
Oh damn. Well, you could do the timer. It counts down instead.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. All right.
What happened? What the
heck?
heck?
Keep going back to the time.
Is he in?
Chardal's in. Here he comes. I got it. Here we go.
I already start. Okay, you got it started. There we go.
The great Chardal.
All right, your clock started, Chardal.
What happened? He left. There he is.
Had him in.
Hey, Dan. How you gentlemen doing tonight?
Great. You see
Doing
your clock?
good.
You see the clock, Chardal?
Damn good.
Hey, Bora.
Hi, Chardal.
My dad got me a PlayStation 5. I'm downloading NBA 2K23 right now. I'm going to play it.
That's
Nice.
great.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I wasn't able to get it. PS5s are very limited in stock. It's like the most popular game console out there.
Did you get MLB The Show?
No, I'm a massive gamer myself. You know that, Eric?
Oh, yeah? What do you play?
I love Steph Curry. I like NBA 2K23.
What about MLB The Show, man? I used to play the hell out of that. I used to be somewhat good.
That's MLB The Show 23. That's I believe that's like $69.99.
Yeah, it's expensive. I used to play all the Call of Duty too.
Right.
Are we going to go back to
I'll be right back.
how many minutes Chardal gets based on the runs scored?
Well, yeah, but we're just giving him an extra minute. Why not?
Hey,
Okay.
Bora. Is Bora massive? Is Bora a massive gamer? I want to ask Bora if he's a massive gamer.
He stepped away for a moment. He'll be back.
What else you got to say there, Chardal? Your time is dwindling.
Hey, Dan, what were your thoughts on this Giants win over Arizona?
Well, that's all at the beginning of the show, Chardal. I don't, you listen. Are you listening at the beginning of the show?
I listened to the beginning of the show, but I don't. You can't bring me on in the beginning of the show. You normally bring me on the end of the show.
Well, yeah. If I brought in everybody and everybody asked that question, we'd have a 5-hour show. So I gave my thoughts. I give my thoughts at the beginning, and that's it. I'm not going to keep repeating them.
Hey,
Got
Eric,
3 minutes.
if you were to build a lineup on MLB The Show, which 5 players would include in your lineup?
You talking to who's that to, Eric or me?
Hey, Eric, if you were to play MLB The Show 23, which 5 players would you include in your lineup?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember who I mean, you can't go wrong with Babe Ruth. Who else did I have? Willie Mays. Damn, I can't remember. I think I had Mike Trout out there too. You know, it was fun. I used to love using Walter Johnson as the pitcher. That guy could throw some heat. But gosh, who else did I have out there? Third base, I think I had. I don't think it was George Brett. I think it was Chipper Jones because he was a switch hitter. But yeah, it's taking too much time. There you go.
Yeah,
hey Dan, the Giants have to win tomorrow if they don't want to get swept.
Well, they've won 2 or 3 already.
Have a good night, Mark.
So I think I'm going with the Giants to win tomorrow's game. I got them winning by a score of I got them 6-4.
Okay. Very good. You're down
And
to
I
a minute
got-
45.
And I got I believe I got Sable hitting the game-winning home run.
Oh, cool. All right.
Hey, Bora, are you a massive gamer yourself? Do you like playing video games?
Sure, sometimes, yeah.
What are your favorites? You like MLB? Are you a fan of MLB The Show 23? Do you like NBA Madden? Are you a fan of Madden?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Madden. Yeah, I like
Dan,
Madden
I
and
mean,
MLB.
Dan, I want to be a professional gamer myself so I can make a lot of money.
Cool.
Oh, you're going to be the next are you going to be the next Dr. Disrespect?
So if my parents are ever in debt, I can go onto a gaming contest, win a lot of money, and pay off my parents' debt.
Cool.
Oh, I sure didn't, Ted. Hold on. I'm going to have you come back in here in a minute. All right. I sure didn't.
Hey, Dan.
All right, Chardal, you're down to 43 seconds.
I really like that you have a lot of guests on the NorCal Sports Network.
Oh, thank you.
We try.
This is a great network, by the way. You started this network. I have to give you kudos to starting this network.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I don't know who got the idea of starting this network. Was it you or did somebody tell you to start this network?
All right. Thank you, Chardal.
Hey, Ted, I see it, buddy.
Yep. I'm really
it's all
upset.
Good. You're all good,
I was on this chat, and Chardal didn't ask me if I was a gamer. I'm very
what
left
happened?
out. Maybe I'm the biggest gamer in the world. I don't know.
Are you, Chuck? Are you a gamer?
I play every now and then. I can't. I get too addicted.
Same here, man. I used to, the Call of Duty. Oh, that one had me good, man. I used to love playing Call of Duty. But you know what I do now? I watch some of these other guys. I watch like Dr. Disrespect. That guy's hilarious. Love watching
the commentators.
Did you get
is so funny.
Did you get Senior's number or contact?
I got
info?
it. Yep,
Okay,
I got his.
Good. All right, cool. Hey, I'm going to play an interview real quick before we head out of here for the night. I've got an interview that I did this spring in the locker room down in Scottsdale of Mitch Haniger. And it's a 4-minute interview, and we're going to play that right now. All right, we're here with newest Giants outfielder, Mitch Haniger, who comes over from the Seattle Mariners. Mitch, you're back in the National League after coming up with Arizona. How's it feel to be back kind of home for you, really? You grew up in the Bay Area.
Yeah, it's great. Always loved the Bay Area, so it's good to be back, and excited to play up in San Francisco this year.
That's great. Now, you had a huge year in 21, 39 homers, 100 RBIs. Last year, you were kind of down with some injuries. What was it? Was it the leg or what?
Ankle sprain.
Ankle sprain. Okay. And how's that feeling now?
Good. Yeah, everything's back to normal, feeling good. So ready.
Okay. So you feel 100% back like where you were 21? Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So is there a difference when you were with Seattle versus Arizona versus National League, American League pitching, or is it all kind of integrated now?
I felt like my first couple years over in Seattle in the American League, the pitching was a little bit better, but I also didn't have a long tenure with the Diamondbacks. I was only up for a little under 2 months. But now I think all of that's going to kind of level out with the universal DH. I felt like, these AL teams kind of knew that they had to go out and get really good starting pitching and really good bullpens when you're facing, the 3-4 hitter in most lineups is the DH. Nowadays, everyone has a DH, so I think it's all going to kind of level out.
Now,
and that's not to say that pitching's bad, and then National League it's always been good too. So,
what is your? Are you projected to play mostly left or right this year? Do you have?
I don't know at this time. Just kind of learning both. And I've been a right fielder my whole career, but getting some reps in left just so we have line up versus.
Yeah, my guess is you'll be in right because Conforto's coming back from the shoulder surgery, a little bit less of a throw from left field than. Especially at Oracle, I know you played out there, and you know how deep it can be out there in right center and Triples Alley. So,
definitely.
What's the? Do you have any set goals, or do you set goals as a player coming into a season? Win a World Series, but any personal goals as far as at bats, home runs, anything like that?
Just to be on the field and play full season, be healthy, and I think the rest will take care of itself.
What's the vibe coming into this year? The locker room. Last year you were with Seattle. You saw the team kind of, come up with Rodriguez, the excitement there, and they made the playoffs for the first time in a while. What's that? What's the locker room feel here for the Giants coming off of a disappointing season after all-time franchise record in 21?
Yeah, it's been good. Everybody's eager to learn and get better, and there's for me a lot of new faces switching teams, but I know there's a lot of new guys we've added and a lot of good personalities in here and guys that want to work and get better, and I think that's how you create a winning atmosphere and a winning environment is just guys coming in every day, and trying to get better at their job and trying to win ball games ultimately. So I think those are the first two things that you need to create winning culture is guys trying to come in every day and learn and improve.
Great. Well, the fans are getting to know some of the new players, so I got a few questions for you that will just kind of give the fans a little bit of insight into you personally. So just a few rapid-fire fun questions. What's your favorite food?
Probably steak or burger.
Steak or burger?
Yeah.
In-N-Out or?
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
In-N-Out?
Try not to eat there, but
okay.
I like it.
I had it last night, actually. Favorite dessert?
Not a dessert guy.
Not a dessert guy. So you're an appetizer guy.
Yeah, appetizer guy.
Okay. And favorite baseball movie of all time?
Sandlot.
Sandlot? Okay, and last question. Who's your favorite athlete, any sport, all time?
I don't even know.
You Bay Area guy?
Yeah.
Steph?
Sure, Steph Curry. Let's go Steph Curry. He's great.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks, Mitch, and best of luck to you in 23. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Nice. Mitch Haniger there. Give you a little insight into the man, local Bay Area guy, really nice guy.
That's the first time I've seen that interview. I don't think you ever put that one up.
Yeah, I don't think I had either. That's why I was going through my phone, and I was like, I don't think I put this one ever out there. It's unfortunate.
Exclusive take, Dan?
What's that?
That's an exclusive take for the night.
Yeah, that is.
You seen it here first, fellas?
There you go. Live from spring training 2023.
Yeah, so Mitch Haniger, it's been an unfortunate year for him. I mean, he started the year off. He got hurt in the somewhere probably in the batting cages, my guess, taking a swing with the oblique. Then he gets healthy, finally starts coming around, and then gets drilled on the hand. I think that wasn't that in St. Louis. I think I'm pretty sure it was against St. Louis.
Yeah, wasn't it Flaherty?
Yeah, it was Flaherty.
I think Flaherty hit him.
Yeah. So Flaherty is with who now? Baltimore. Okay.
Baltimore.
Yeah. So anyway, the injury's healed. It's healed. Now it's just a matter of
building up that muscle.
Building the muscle, getting into baseball shape. I think he comes back first week of September and, gets in 20, 25 games. And if he gets his timing down, it could be dangerous. Could be really dangerous. That's your big power guy from the right side right there, guys. He's the guy that knocked 39 out. If he could come in and give you late season home runs and get you into the playoffs and be the guy that's a threat, That's why I'm picking the Giants to make the playoffs, because I do think Pollock is going to – I watched his first at bat last night. Pollock went first pitch all the way to the warning track. That told me that there's still life in there, and the fact that he's playing with a group of guys that he likes, he knows 5 or 6 guys, he said. You get a good, fun clubhouse. You get in a pennant race. You get some veterans. Veterans are needed to calm these young guys down. And so that's why I'm picking the Giants. And if they can get these the starting pitching worked out to the point where they're not taxing the bullpen, they could overtake the Dodgers. They really could. But the hitting's got to come. So that's why I'm picking them. Estrada's a big spark plug. Luciano's going to be a spark plug when he comes back. I like what they're doing at this point, and I like the future of this club. And I'll tell you what, this team gets on a roll and gets hot and does some damage in the playoffs. I'm not going to say the word because I said we're banning it until the end of the season, but you know who that might be a huge attraction with this Giants team with all these youngsters. That would be a huge attraction. So anyway, I think that's about it for tonight. We got anything else? Final thoughts, guys?
Let's see. Hopefully they can win it tomorrow. I mean, we got a bullpen game going tomorrow, so we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, we will be on we're going to do I got a 5:30 meeting. I got a 10 tomorrow night. So we'll come on after the game. My guess is somewhere around 3:15, 3:30, and we'll probably go for an hour or so. But big win tonight. Giants behind Logan Webb, their ace. He goes 7 again. Hey, Where's he at in quality starts? Let's take that. You want to take a gander at that, just that stat, and see if you know what, they're not going to have it up tonight. ESPN's always slow on that. I was curious if he was leading the league again, tied for it. But guys, hit that like, smash the likes for Eric and Dan. It says,
appreciate that, Val.
Bora. Carlo P says HOA, yeah. Final HOA meetings. I've got about, my term ends, even though I moved out of there. I still own the home. What is this, August? I got another 6 months or so, and then I'm gone. No more HOA board member stuff for me. My final thought is, wait for it. Ted Mosby says, Pollock is old.
That he is.
But he's not as old as Crawford.
No, he's not.
Mitch
Hey,
Haniger.
I'll be reaching out to Senior and Ted tonight, guys.
That is like a deadline acquisition. You think about it. Look at the acquisitions the Giants really had. Estrada, Haniger, Kyle Harrison.
I would say it's a deadline acquisition. Yes. Big? We'll find out. We'll find out if it's big or not.
You think about it. Haniger, who's going to be better than Haniger that was on the market? You know? So that's why I'm going positive with the Giants. And I will stay that way until they give me reason to go negative. Or, I'll tell you the truth. Always tell you the truth. Right, Bora? We don't hold back here at NorCal Sports.
No dishonesty like some other people that we know.
Yeah. So let's not bring up Pinocchio. All right. Okay.
That was a fantastic thumbnail, I must say.
Yes, it was.
That was a fantastic one. All right, guys. You want the short, calm, quiet?
Dan, before you go, can I say one thing real quick?
Go for it, Trock.
Bobby Thompson, Travis Ishikawa, Dan Coachmiliano. We are winning the pennant right now, right here, today. It's happening. I'm on the bandwagon. I was inspired by your speech today. I was inspired by your speech. Walk off, home run, win the pennant, make the call, end us out, baby. You got this. This is it. We won already.
Wow, Bobby Thompson, Travis Ishikawa, and
we need a home run. Dan Cochimilio here, reporting live for the Krug Show at Petco Park in San Diego. The Giants and Padres are all knotted up at 1 in the top of the 8th. Jock Peterson on first and Wilmer Flores the batter. The 0-2 pitch. Flores takes low, 1-2. Giants have been in a funk for weeks now. They've got to do something. Got to rally. Does Gabe try and get something going by sending Peterson to stay out of a double play? Just to wake this club up. Got to do something. Flores the bat. Oh, almost throws it away. Something going on over there on the first base side of the field. There's something going on in the stands. I don't know exactly what that is. Okay, Garcia gets set. He looks in. The 1-2 pitch to Flores. There's a drive, deep left field. That thing's got a chance. It's at the wall. Goal! Arrivederci, Paolo! A 2-run homer, Wilmer Flores, and the Giants lead it 3-1. Just what the Giants needed. All right, there it is, baby. All right, we're going to end it here. I just blew out my eardrums, Jose said. Did that come out loud, my Arrivederci?
That was pretty loud.
Okay, I didn't know how I wasn't sure I was talking over the thing or not. So sorry, I'll step back for Arrivederci. Goodbye. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining the NorCal Sports Network. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon after the Giants and the D-backs final game of the 4-game series. We should be on somewhere around 3:30, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later, depending on the game time. But thank you for joining. Thanks, everybody in the chat. We love having you here. Thanks to Romo for putting everything together. For Bora for his contribution.
Trock coming with the heat tonight.
Trock coming with the heat. Way to go, buddy. Los wasn't feeling too good tonight, so he couldn't make it. But anyway, we'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Let's go, everybody. Arrivederci!
Arrivederci!